Well, hello everybody. It's been a little while since I put a video up, but I've got a story for you tonight. Kind of funny. It's called How Martha Saved Her Parents from the Green Beans. Now, that's something I know you don't usually get saved from, kids, but it's something that you often want to be saved from. So I hope you enjoy the story, How Martha Saved Her Parents from the Green Beans. There's the cover. Story by David La Rochelle, illustrated by Mark Fearing. Interesting. Every Tuesday evening, Martha's family had green beans for dinner. And every Tuesday night, Martha was left alone at the table, staring at a plate of green beans that she wouldn't eat. "Oh, green beans are good for you," said her mother. "Green beans? Hey, they'll make you big and strong," said her father. But they were both wrong, thought Martha. Green beans are bad. They're very bad. But even Martha didn't even know how bad green beans could be until one day. That day that a gang of mean green beans swaggered into town. These beans had black beady eyes and long curly mustaches, and they wore tall cowboy hats and sharp pointy boots. They chased old ladies up the street. Ah! They threw rotten tomatoes at the teacher. They stormed into the restaurants, and they threw all the cooks into the trash cans. And anyone who had ever said, "Eat your green beans," well, they were in for some big, big trouble. Martha's parents, they were reading in the den when the beans barged into their house. The bad beans jumped on top of the furniture, and they tied her parents with long leafy vines, and they whooped and they hollered and they made rude noises. But Martha was in the kitchen, staring at that plate of cold green beans. When she heard the ruckus, she ran into the den, and it was empty. The front door was open, and on the wall a note was tacked. It said, "We have taken your parents," signed the beans. Indeed they had. No more parents? That meant no more nagging to clean up her room, Martha thought. And no more parents? Well, that meant not going to bed when she wasn't sleepy anymore. And no more parents meant no more green beans for dinner ever. Yay! And then she threw her plate of cold green beans right out the window. And she grabbed a box of cookies and she settled on the couch to watch her favorite movies long past her bedtime. Martha was happy. Oh, she was very happy doing things she shouldn't be. But not really. You see, she missed her parents, and she wanted them back. And by morning, Martha knew what she had to do. She marched out of the house and she followed the trail until it came, a trail of leaves that led her to the cave, and outside the cave was her mother and father tied up to a rock. And they were surrounded by hundreds and hundreds of green beans, laughing and dancing and singing off key and such. "Give me back my parents," shouted Martha. But the beans, they didn't even look at her. "Untie them right now." And the beans only snickered. "Let my parents go, or I will..." "Or you will what?" said the beans. "Or I will eat you." Just then the air grew cold. The singing and the dancing stopped, and the leader of the beans stepped forward, and he spat on the ground. "You will not eat us," he said, with an evil sneer. "You have never eaten a green bean in your life," he said, and he took a step closer to Martha. And then another, and then another, and then another. And with every step, the beans seemed to grow larger and larger. He climbed up onto a rock, and he looked at Martha in the eyes, and he said, "You are too much of a coward to eat a green bean." Martha felt her legs melting like butter. She wanted to run home and hide beneath her bed, but instead she pinched her nose and she opened her mouth, and that, with one big gulp, she swallowed that green bean. And the other beans, they gasped. And then Martha ate those beans too. And she ate until they were gone. And when she untied her parents, they hugged her and they kissed her and they told her that she was very brave. And from that day on, Martha's family never ate beans for dinner again. Instead, they had things like, broccoli and corn on the cob, or a nice leafy vegetable. Everyone knows that there's nothing bad about a nice leafy vegetable salad. Or is there? The end. Hey guys, wasn't that funny? I hope you liked that. Have a great evening. Know that all the teachers miss you at the Early Childhood Center. We cannot wait to get back together again soon. We're looking really forward to fall. And if you have any questions, give us a holler, okay? Take care and stay safe.